PG had lunch with Lee and Haley today, and they wanted to sit outside. And I thought, are you crazy? But actually, it was nice out today. Yeah. I'm still scarred by last week.
Yeah, I know. You get into that late July, early August pattern, and you're thinking it's going to be like it was at the end of last week every day. But anything but yesterday and to kick off August. So it's one of those days, still got a few hours left of daylight, that you'll want to sit outside, get outside, just do anything because it is very, very comfortable. Welcome to August, and it was a pretty one. A little fog in some of the sheltered valley areas, but plenty of sunshine. You notice the lack of really any cloudiness at all on our Max HD radar. Satellite out to the west, up and down the Mississippi. That's about the extent of it. Looking good here with our Bluegrass Pace Care Skyview HD camera network out at the Kentucky Horse Park. It's 83, and that northeast breeze very comfortable, and that continues to push the drier air into the region. When the feel like is below the actual air temperature, you know it's pretty dry. We're in the upper 70s to around 80 in eastern Kentucky, elsewhere into the low 80s. So really comfortable. And speaking of, to get dew points mid to upper 50s this time of the year does not happen often. So it is definitely a very, very comfortable Tuesday. And I think we'll do it one more time tomorrow before things begin to change. High pressure setting over Ohio, that is going to give way. And then out to the west here, area of low pressure, and this frontal boundary here, we'll see a few little waves of energy coming off of that, and that should help to fuel showers and storms beginning tomorrow night and into Thursday, and primarily impacting southern and western Kentucky. I think we'll see some activity here in the Bluegrass. First things first, as mentioned, beautiful evening, nice quiet overnight outside the metro, upper 50s again, and we'll be right around 60 here in Lexington, and then mid 80s down south and east, and could overachieve a bit, especially with the sunshine. Now, I mentioned the smoke and haze. We're not seeing a whole lot of it, and actually a lot of the model data has kind of backed off on it. Notice how the dense smoke particles are up into southeastern Ohio and through West Virginia. We just catch a bit of it, and it may not even be noticeable before it relaxes out a bit into Thursday morning. And notice how we stay nice and comfortable as far as the muggy meter before we see it arc Thursday, Friday. But notice the dip on Saturday, and there's a reason for it, and that is good news for the upcoming weekend. I mentioned several waves of energy sliding along, and that could mean some heavier rain, especially out west and down south. And with the clouds and the rain around, yeah, 78, that's it on Thursday. And look what happens on Friday. This frontal boundary pushes through the area. So on Saturday, this high is actually going to bring some drier air in. And I think a lot of the weekend may end up being mainly dry. Our extended forecast here on Saturday, maybe a pop-up shower down along the Kentucky-Tennessee border, and one or two in the afternoon on Sunday. But again, I think given how important these early August weekends are, with school starting here within a week or two, depending on your school district, we need a dry weekend, and we may end up getting at least Saturday in there. 61 tonight here in Lexington, outlying areas a touch cooler, mostly clear and pleasant. A lot of sunshine again tomorrow, 88 for the afternoon high. It won't feel overly muggy, and then again, temperatures take a bit of a tumble with clouds, rain, and storms around. That'll carry over into Friday out ahead of that frontal boundary, keeping Saturday dry for now. It will be a little bit on the hot side, but again, with that front coming through and winds out of the north-northeast, probably not overly muggy, and then we'll see another little boundary roll through here early next week with highs in the mid-80s.